Much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan. That's complete to Smith. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, do.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the open ground. Establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run over.
Well, we'll get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him as he pulls it in. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception.
What up?
When everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
25, check 25, check 25. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man complete.
Should have manned him up. Should have manned him up. He got manned up, man.
A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Ready, ready. 54. Hey, 59, ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 25. 24.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. When you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun, 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
I'm turning up on Warzone. I got 9 kills and stuff.
The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That's a pretty darn good start to the season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins. And now he'll tuck it and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Third and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a ball in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gurley, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Gurley again here on 1st down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves
I got 11 kills,
17-7
man.
as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Well,
They'll try the left side. Swift. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to him on first down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. Swift looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's. Solid coverage. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Following the interception, Cousins. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
I got 17
kills.
kills.
The clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
between the people left.
Cousins on first down. He'll run for this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Gage. They'll roll him out right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Yes. Came in 6, about to hide in the storm, but
yeah, the heartbeat students.
What you talking about?
I'm watching like the number 1 player Warzone.
Oh yeah, duh, nigga. You know they gonna be hard.
Ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Smith, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, y'all trying to come on.
3 yards on that last
Yeah,
carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
according to plan.
Cousins.
I will after the game.
Trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Good, he playing.
After the game.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard third down.
Hey, bro, I had 19 kids died in the storm, bro.
19.
But it's like, man, you know how you think it's hard to get out that dam, bro.
Damn, that's a bad throw. That's a bad throw. For what?
45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interception for maybe a second.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
My soul.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage with 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gurley. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Hold on, go to game check.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 20. Hey, defense, let's go. General West. Check 99.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Za'Darius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Hey, can't say y'all need 3rd.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not.
Oh, they ain't game set.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st down, it's Gurley. And some space here. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that's complete to Adams. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
2nd down, Cousins. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Making the catch is Sternberger. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
51, down. 56, check 56.
Here's Ryan to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Preston Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.